guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a makeup routine. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to get a flawless base with textured, oily, big pore skin, which is me. Hello. I am wearing a shirt. It's just a tube top, so don't mind that. I always start with a clean face. Then I will go in with this CeraVe Daily Moisturizing Lotion. Okay, I let that sit for a little bit, and I did put on a necklace because I feel like my chest was looking too plain, if that makes sense. Next thing that I go with the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, the pink one. I also sometimes use the putty primer to cover up the pores, but sometimes it would peel for me, so I decided not to use that, and I just use this. It still works pretty good, so I'm just gonna place it on. I'm going to let it sit for about 2 minutes before I add any other products on top. And I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. I use the Ulta Beauty Slim Brown Pencil, and I also use the Benefit Precise My Brow Pencil. However, this is a shade lighter, so it's pretty noticeable that it's not my shade. But, I'm sorry, I'm going everywhere. But before, I'm going to use the Rare Beauty Brow Gel. And my eyebrows, they are really bad right now. I have not plugged my eyebrows or got them done at all because I'm letting them grow out. Since they have been growing differently, I decided that I'm just gonna let them grow out, and then I'm gonna go to a professional to help me, you know, thread them or whatever, because it's just, they're so bad. I outlined my eyebrows a little bit. I did not carve them out because I want to get my foundation done and over with before this dries up even more. And my favorite foundation to use for someone who has oily skin and wants like a matte finish, I love the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Soft Matte Longwear Foundation. This is really good. I was shade matched in the shade 200, and you will notice that when I put it on my skin, you'll be able to tell that it's slightly lighter, but it does oxidize, so it ends up like turning into like a little bit darker, if that makes sense. And I'm using the It Cosmetics Airbrush Blurring Foundation brush. I think this is the one, number 101. I'm also filming a TikTok, so I gotta... Okay, so when I blend it out, I kind of blend it out in tapping motions. I try to avoid my under eye because I am going to put concealer on there and I don't want it to get cakey. See that it kind of looks super light on me, but again, the foundation does tend to oxidize, so it will go down. I'm going to get a beauty sponge, spray it with some setting spray, and I'm going to go over everything again just so that I can fully blend it out if it left any harsh lines from the brush bristles. I'm looking real crazy right now, but trust the process. Before I do foundation on my forehead, I'm going to carve my eyebrows out. Don't mind this, my lash glue exploded in my bag when I was on the plane, so it got all over my makeup, but I used the Hourglass concealer to carve it out, and then this is what I'm also going to be using for my face itself. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Okay guys, so I finished putting on my foundation. Again, I look kind of crazy, but just trust the process. I did my eyebrows, and of course this one is always giving me the hard time, so let's ignore that. Before I move on to my concealer, I am going to add some contour to my face. The LYS bronzing or contour stick in the shade Harmony. This is super nice. It's super soft and like buttery when you use it, so I'm just gonna use like a little bit just here in this area. Not the best, and I'm going to blend it out. Okay, and for nose contour, I use the Makeup by Mario stick, the contouring stick. The reason I don't use this one for my face is because it's super, like, the formula is pretty dry and it's not my favorite. So I just use it for my nose, and I literally just do like 2 lines. Brush like this to blend it out. Okay, I know there's still a harsh line right here on my nose, but we're going to fix that in a little bit. I'm going to move on to my blush. I use the e.l.f. liquid blush, Camo liquid blush. I use the shade Pinky Promise. I'm gonna place like a dot right there, and I'm going to blend it out. I have to be very careful because this is super pigmented. Okay, this is what I mean by sometimes you have to be very careful because even the slightest bit will literally give you too much. So I have more blush on this side than I do on this side. It looked worse, but I managed to kind of tone it down a little bit. So yeah, just be careful. Now we can move on to concealer. So we can put everything together. Again, I'm using the Hourglass concealer. I'm just going to place some under my eye. Like so. This concealer is so amazing. I use 2 shades. This one is in the shade Silk, and the one that I'm going to put closer to my inner corner is in the shade Cotton. Oops, and I forgot to add some right here. I'm going to blend it out using this brush first, just the under eyes, and then I'm going to finish it off with the Beauty Blender. And I like to blend it out kind of like under, like this, kind of make a line. And then we can start blending it. And you guys, I always crease. It's not the product, it's just myself. I always crease. Okay guys, I blended that out, and I kind of blended it towards my eyes too, so I look even crazier right now. But my ultimate key to giving me a flawless face with all of this acne and textured skin is these are my 2 favorite setting powders, the Huda Beauty and the One Size setting powder. The Huda Beauty is in the shade Pound Cake, and One Size, this is the translucent one. I love these. Sometimes I use one or the other, or sometimes I use both. But I first like to go in with the Huda Beauty one, so I'm going to use this one. Just gotta hold on, film for my TikTok. Okay, so I got my little powder puff, and the powder here, my camera's going to die. I'm gonna put it under my eyes, carve, you know. Let's just film until my camera dies. You want to pat it on there, so. Okay, I had to change my camera battery out because Sony do better. I have a Sony CV1 camera, and it always dies. Like, the battery lasts like an hour. Hello. I've sat this down for a little bit. Hold on my cheek. Ugh. And I'm going to take it off. And I'm going to go in with the One Size setting powder. This one is in the translucent shade, like I mentioned. Okay, also, I love this powder, but I hate the packaging. Like, I've seen many videos about explaining how you use the packaging, but in my opinion, it's too much and too difficult. Like if I'm in a hurry, I'm just trying to get the powder out without having to, you know, do so much. And just kind of do the same thing. This is totally optional. You don't have to do it, but I like to do it. Also, these aren't always as sharp. Like, I'm not professional like that. Just put some under my eye. But I'm looking at it, and so far my skin is looking really good. It's not looking dry, patchy, or peeling, or separating. None of that. So I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit again. I am going to move on to my lashes. So while it's sitting, I'm going to curl my lashes, put mascara on find what lashes I want to wear, and then I'll come back when we take this off and we'll do a lip combo. We'll do setting spray, which is also super important. And yeah. Okay guys, I put my lashes on, and honestly, I don't know if it's because lately I haven't worn lashes or because I've been into smaller lashes, but I feel like these lashes are super big. Even though these were like my favorite lashes of all time, I just feel like they're really big. Maybe my likes are changing. Waiting for my TikTok, sorry. I kind of wanted to do this thing on TikTok, so I've always wanted to do like my makeup and record it and like post it like those TikTok girlies, but I've always been scared of hate, which I know I'm going to get regardless, because if no one's hating, you're not doing something right? Anyways, so I've been thinking like I want to post my makeup, and this was just kind of my own idea. My dad has renal failure, and his health has worsened so much. Like literally, he has renal failure, hypertension, anemia, neuropathy, heart disease, something with his thyroid, his PTH is too high. He has carpal tunnel, he's got cataracts, like he's literally going blind. And so I think about my dad all the time, and I wanted to make TikToks of me doing my makeup using songs that he likes, because I love his taste in music. So that's like an idea that I have, but again, like I'm just scared of the hate, but I'm going to do it. So I'm going to post the TikTok that I just did on this makeup look, so y'all should definitely go and support me. I could add more blush if I wanted to. I don't like a lot of blush. I'm just gonna like add a little bit. I used this e.l.f. one that I got from Walmart. I feel like this side still has a lot of blush, but I don't want to add too much, like I said. I'm just gonna add some to my nose. Okay, and for a highlighter, I'm going to use the Benefit Cookie Highlighter. I'm sorry, I'm starting to shake because I haven't ate, which is not good. But I love this highlighter. I recently just got it. I am in love. Look at that. It's so shiny. I should probably do this for my TikTok. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. And you should like totally not skip my ads. That would really help me. So don't skip my ads, girl. Okay, not too much came off, but that's fine. Okay, I have a mess. But I want to do my lips with this Huda Beauty lip liner kit. This is the 90s Brown Lip Duo. Gosh, I'm getting hungry. Of course Lily would get hungry. Anyways, talking about the TikToks, I don't usually get a lot of views. Sometimes I feel embarrassed. But I used to post on YouTube Shorts, except for, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like people are even more rude on YouTube Shorts, because I posted a video, I think that's all I'm gonna do. It was like comedy, like it was a joke, it wasn't anything serious. Something about like, he blocked me, so I showed up at his barber shop or something. I don't know, something around those lines, I don't really remember. And I guess men are very sensitive, and like guys were in my comments saying like, oh, I can tell why he blocked you and stuff like that. And like in my head I was like, literally the video that I took was me holding my phone in front of a mirror, and I had a picture of me and my boyfriend, and they're like, I can tell why you don't have a boyfriend. And I'm like, literally in the video is a picture of me and my boyfriend, hello. But anyways, I shouldn't have listened to them, and I took it down, and I haven't posted since. So anyways, okay, back to the actual video. So the next super important step that I have for you guys is use the One Size setting spray for a matte finish look. If you're wanting a matte finish look, this is literally my holy grail. Even if I'm not going for a matte finish look, I don't care. This is my go-to setting spray of all time because it is just amazing, and I cannot say enough about this setting spray. Just go get yourself some. So I'm going to use this. Alright guys, I switched over to my camera because I want to show you guys the before and after. So this is now my skin. You can still tell that it's a little bit textured. and my pores are clogged, so I'm working on getting like a face mask or something. But other than that, my face looks pretty good. Up close, of course, it's gonna look a little bit cakey because, I mean, no makeup is gonna not make you look cakey. But I feel like I did a pretty good job at doing my makeup without it like separating. Where it does separate, and I'm not gonna lie to you guys, is right here, the nose. That is my personal problem area, but you can't really tell. Like this, you can't really tell. But when you look at it from the side, you can tell. So that is my next video for you guys, is how to like fix this little problem area if you struggle with it like I do. And yes, so I'm just gonna get some pictures for you guys.